Mexico, a country rich in culture, history, and natural beauty. From the bustling streets of Mexico City to the serene beaches of Cancun, Mexico is a land of contrasts and surprises. But beyond the vibrant festivals, delicious cuisine, and ancient ruins, there's another side to Mexico that's catching the world's attention. Land of tacos, tequila, and rare earth minerals? Yes, you heard that right. While Mexico is globally renowned for its culinary delights and spirited beverages, it's also sitting on a treasure trove of rare earth minerals. These minerals are essential for modern technology, from smartphones to electric cars, and they have become a hot commodity in the global market. Turns out those minerals have some folks north of the border seeing dollar signs. Investors and businessmen from the United States are particularly interested in tapping into this lucrative resource. They see an opportunity to profit from Mexico's mineral wealth, and they are eager to strike deals and make investments. But Mexico's got a new sheriff in town, and she's not afraid to stand up to bullies. Her name? Claudia Sheinbaum. As the first woman to be elected as the mayor of Mexico City, Sheinbaum has already made history. But her ambitions don't stop there. She's determined to protect Mexico's interests and ensure that its resources benefit its people. Sheinbaum is cut from a different cloth. Unlike many politicians who come from backgrounds in law or business, Sheinbaum is a scientist. She holds a PhD in environmental engineering and has spent years working on issues related to climate change and sustainable development. Her scientific background gives her a unique perspective on the challenges and opportunities facing Mexico. She's a scientist, not a politician. This means she approaches problems with a data-driven mindset, seeking evidence-based solutions rather than relying on political rhetoric. Her commitment to science and reason has earned her respect both in Mexico and internationally. And she's made it crystal clear. Mexico won't be pushed around, especially not when it comes to its resources. Sheinbaum has taken a firm stance on protecting Mexico's mineral wealth, ensuring that any extraction and use of these resources are done in a way that benefits the country and its people. She's not falling for any of it. Sheinbaum has shown that she is not easily swayed by external pressures or lucrative offers. Her priority is the well-being of Mexico and its citizens, and she is committed to standing up to anyone who tries to exploit the country's resources. Mexico's resources belong to Mexico. End of story. Sheinbaum's message is clear. The wealth generated from Mexico's natural resources should stay within the country and be used to improve the lives of its people. This stance has garnered her both support and opposition, but she remains steadfast in her commitment. Sheinbaum's stance has ruffled some feathers, particularly those of a certain former reality TV star turned politician. Her firm position on resource sovereignty has not gone unnoticed, especially by those who have their own interests in mind. You know who we're talking about? Donald J. Trump. The former US president has been vocal about his views on Mexico and its resources. During his time in office, Trump made several comments and policy moves that indicated his interest in Mexico's mineral wealth. Seems like Trump had his eyes on Mexico's mineral wealth. His administration saw the potential for economic gain and sought ways to tap into these resources. However, Sheinbaum's firm stance has made it clear that Mexico will not be an easy target. He even offered to help Mexico with its cartel problem. Sound familiar? Trump's offer to assist with Mexico's internal issues was seen by many as a strategic move to gain favor and access to the country's resources. But Sheinbaum's unwavering resolve has shown that Mexico is ready to stand on its own and protect its interests. Let's talk about Trump's offer to help Mexico with its cartels. It was a bold move, one that caught the attention of many. Trump, known for his unconventional approaches, proposed a plan that seemed almost too good to be true. He dangled billions of dollars in aid, promising to clean up the drug trade. This wasn't just pocket change, it was a significant sum aimed at tackling one of Mexico's most pressing issues. The idea was to provide resources that could help Mexican authorities combat the powerful drug cartels that have plagued the country for decades. Now, on the surface, that might sound almost noble. After all, who wouldn't want to see an end to the violence and corruption associated with the drug trade? But as with many things in politics, the devil is in the details. But there was a catch, always a catch with this guy. Trump's offer wasn't just about altruism or international goodwill. There was a strategic angle, a hidden agenda that wasn't immediately apparent. Trump's generosity came with strings attached, access to Mexico's newly discovered mineral reserves. Coincidence? We think not. These mineral reserves, rich in valuable resources, were a potential goldmine for any country with the means to exploit them. It's like offering to mow your neighbor's lawn, right after you find out they won the lottery. The timing was suspicious, to say the least. It raised questions about the true motivations behind Trump's offer. This kind of quid pro quo, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours diplomacy is straight out of the Trump playbook. It's a tactic he's used time and again, leveraging his offers of help to gain something in return. And it's not just Mexico he's tried it on. Remember Ukraine? The pattern is clear. Trump's approach to foreign policy often involves making deals that benefit him or his interests, sometimes at the expense of the countries he's supposedly helping. This strategy has been a hallmark of his administration, raising both eyebrows and concerns on the global stage. Remember Volodymyr Zelensky, the comedian turned president of Ukraine? His journey from the world of entertainment to the highest office in Ukraine was nothing short of extraordinary. But his tenure has been marked by more than just the usual challenges of governance. He learned the hard way what happens when you're sitting on something Trump wants. The stakes were high and the pressure was immense. Zelensky found himself in a precarious position, balancing the needs of his country with the demands of a powerful foreign leader. Trump invited Zelensky to the White House. Sounds nice, right? A chance to strengthen diplomatic ties and discuss mutual interests. But beneath the surface, there was a different agenda at play, a friendly meeting of world leaders. Except it wasn't. The atmosphere was charged with tension and the stakes were incredibly high. Zelensky was acutely aware that this was no ordinary diplomatic visit. Trump allegedly pressured Zelensky to dig up dirt on his political rivals in exchange for military aid. Sound familiar? This wasn't just a simple request, it was a demand that put Zelensky in an impossible situation. The future of his country's military support was on the line. It's the same playbook he tried to use with Mexico. The tactics were eerily similar, leveraging power and influence to achieve personal political gains. This wasn't an isolated incident, but part of a broader strategy. Pressure, promises, and a whole lot of self-interest. These were the tools of the trade. Trump's approach was clear. Use whatever means necessary to get what you want, regardless of the consequences for others. The point is, Trump's MO is clear. Use your power to get what you want, even if it means strong-arming other countries. This method of operation was not just a one-off, but a recurring theme in his dealings with other nations. But Sheinbaum isn't playing that game. Unlike others who may have succumbed to the pressure, she stands firm. Her resolve is a testament to her leadership and commitment to her country. She's standing up for Mexico's right to determine its own destiny. In a world where powerful leaders often try to impose their will on smaller nations, Sheinbaum's stance is a refreshing reminder of the importance of sovereignty and self-determination. Sheinbaum's message is clear. Mexico is not for sale. Not its resources, not its sovereignty, not its future. She's drawing a line in the sand, sending a message to the world. Mexico won't be bullied. This is bigger than just minerals. This is about respect. It's about a nation refusing to be exploited. It's about saying no to the Trumps of the world who think they can buy their way in. But this isn't just a story about Mexico. This is a story that resonates around the world. Section 5. The stakes more than just minerals. We're talking about resources that power our phones, our cars, our entire digital lives. And as the demand for these minerals skyrockets, so too does the potential for exploitation. Countries with these resources are caught in a global tug-of-war. The powerful nations want what they want and they're not always afraid to throw their weight around to get it. But Sheinbaum's stance is a beacon of hope. It shows that it is possible to stand up to bullies, to protect your resources, and to chart your own course. Section 6. Echoes of History. This story, unfortunately, isn't new. For centuries, powerful nations have exploited the resources of weaker ones. It's the same old song and dance, just with a new beat. But Sheinbaum is changing the tune. She's showing the world that the future doesn't have to be a repeat of the past, that developing nations don't have to be pawns in a global game of risk. They can be players, they can be leaders, and that's precisely what Sheinbaum is doing, leading. Section 7. The Global Implications. Sheinbaum's actions are being watched closely around the world. Other countries with valuable resources are taking note. They're seeing that it's possible to stand up to pressure, to protect their interests, and to say no to bad deals. This is about more than just Mexico. It's about a shift in the global balance of power. It's about a world where might doesn't always make right. A world where countries, big or small, are treated with respect. And that's a world worth fighting for. Section 8. A leader for a new generation. Claudia Sheinbaum isn't your typical politician. She's a scientist, a thinker, a leader who understands the challenges of the 21st century. She's not afraid to stand up for what she believes in, even when it means going against the grain. And that's what makes her such a powerful symbol of hope. Not just for Mexico, but for the world. She's showing the world that a different kind of leadership is possible. A leadership that is principled, courageous, and committed to building a more just and equitable world. Section 9. The fight continues. The fight for a fairer world is far from over, but with leaders like Claudia Sheinbaum leading the charge, there's reason to be hopeful. She's shown that it's possible to stand up to bullies, to protect what's yours, and to fight for a better future. And that's a fight worth having.